Hello, my name is Justin Correa, and this is my Criterion E for my ITGS IA project. Here, I analyze my product development for my ITGS IA. To start, the techniques I used to address the client's requirements were software editing and hardware replacements. More specifically, for software editing, I would be working with changing softwares in Windows to Linux, as well as fixing and editing them. And for hardware replacements, I would be replacing the hard drive on the compact Presario laptop. The computer I've been working with was a brand new computer. It was a 2014 compact Presario laptop. At one point, it was my personal laptop. It worked normal as expected for roughly 5 or 6 months. Slowly, it grew worse and worse, with it losing many of its capabilities and speed under Windows. Mr. Correa decided to see if he could use it for his work and music, but it did not work very well. I realized that the software and hardware had to be worked on. To start, for analyzing the computer, I did some research to find out what the 4 main basic functions that every computer should have, and I tested them. Those functions would be input, output, storage, and processing. After conducting this analysis of all the basic computer functions, I noted that the speed of the computer and the whole entirety of processing of the computer was not functioning as should. Other than those, the input, output, and storage seemed to work completely fine. This computer right here would be the computer that I was working with. This is a compact Presario laptop from 2014. As you can see, there's Windows on it. After some research, I concluded that the best option in an attempt to fix the speed would have to be to switch the Windows 10 that was on it for Linux, which would be the newest version of Linux. Again, I tested out the 4 main computer processes: input, output, storage, and processing, to make sure that my original conclusion was correct. And I was correct. Next, I spent the time to research how to replace and change softwares, and after obtaining that knowledge, I completed the change and tested out the 4 processes once more. After testing out the processes, I can tell that the speed improved greatly, but not to the best of its ability, as well as the hard drive for processing was continuing to have malfunctions and errors. Here was after the switch for Linux. You can see that it has Linux on it for the compact Presario computer from 2014. The speed of the computer improved greatly after this, but not normal, and the processing was also having malfunctions, so I did some more research and decided the best course of action would be to buy and replace the current hard drive with a new one. After analyzing the hard drive that was originally in there, I could tell, with help from online sources and my father, that it was weak and faulty. After scouring online for hard drives that would be compatible with the compact Presario computer, I found a perfect hard drive for the situation that was at hand. The hard drive was roughly $28.99, and the hard drive specifically was a 250 gigabyte hard drive for compact Presario C500, C700 laptop hard drive. I bought it brand new off of Amazon.com, and when it came, I finished the replacement, sealed the hard drive in, rebooted the computer, and I tested out its 4 basic functions, and it worked perfectly. This would be the hard drive right here that I used. This would be the computer with the hard drive inside of it. And the functions were tested out once more, and they all passed through perfectly. And Mr. Correa was content with the way that it came out. My name is Justin Correa, and this was my ITGS Criterion E recording video for my IA project. And the word count was 680.